They say they need mutation. They ask for a deep transformation. But deep down they are afraid also. They are dual, double. They have two minds. They go on asking about what to do and never doing it. Why then they go on asking? Just to deceive themselves that they are really interested in transforming themselves. That's why they are asking. This gives a facade, an appearance that they are really, sincerely interested in changing themselves. That's why they are asking, going to this guru and that, finding, trying, but they never do anything. Deep down they are afraid. Erich Fromm has written a book, Fear of Freedom. The title seems contradictory. Everyone thinks we like freedom. Everyone thinks we are endeavoring for freedom. In this world and in that world also. Moksha. We want to be freed from all limitations, from all slaveries. We want to be totally free. But Erich Fromm says, man is afraid of freedom. We go on saying that we want, we go on convincing ourselves that we want, but deep down we are afraid of freedom. We don't want. Why? Why this duality? Freedom creates fear. And meditation is the deepest freedom possible. You are not freed only from outward limitations. You are freed from inner slavery. The very mind, the base of all slaveries. You are freed from all past. The moment you have no mind, the past has disappeared. You have transcended history. Now there is no society, no religion, no scripture, no tradition, because they all have their abode in the mind. Now there is no past, no future, because past and future are parts of the mind, memory, imagination. Now you are here and now in the present. Now there is going to be no future. There will be now and now and now. Eternal now. You are freed completely. You have transcended all tradition, all history, body, mind, everything. One becomes fearful. Such freedom, then where you will be? In such freedom can you exist? In such freedom, in such vastness, can you have your small I, your ego? Can you say I am? You can say I am in bondage, because you can know your boundary. When there is no bondage, there is no boundary. You become just like a space, nothingness. Absolute nothingness, emptiness, that creates fear. So one goes on talking about meditation, how to do it, and one goes on without doing it. All the questions arise out of this fear. Feel this fear. If you know it, it will disappear. If you don't know it, it will continue. Are you ready to die in the spiritual sense? Are you ready to be not? Buddha, whenever anyone will come to him, will say, he will say, this is the basic truth, that you are not. And because you are not, you cannot die, you cannot be born. And because you are not, you cannot be in suffering, in bondage. Are you ready to accept this? Buddha will ask, are you ready to accept this? If you are not ready to accept this, then don't try meditation first. First try whether really you are or you are not. Meditate on this first. Is there any self? Is there any substance within? Or you are just a combination? If you go to find out, you will find your body a combination. Something has come from your mother, something has come from your father, and all else has come from food. This is your body. In this body you are not, there is no self. Contemplate on the mind. Something has come from here, something from there. Mind has nothing as original. Just accumulation. Find out, is there any self in the mind? If you move deep, you will find your identity just like onion. You put off one layer, another layer comes up. You put off another layer comes up. You go on putting layers off, and ultimately you come to a nothingness. All the layers thrown, there is nothing inside. Body and mind are like onions. When you have put body and mind both off, then you come to encounter a nothingness, an abyss, a bottomless void. Buddha has called it sunya. To encounter this sunya, to encounter this void, creates fear. That fear is there. That's why we never do meditation. We talk about it, but we never do anything about it. That fear is there. You know deep down there is a void, but you cannot escape this fear. Whatsoever you do, the fear will remain. Unless you encounter it. That's the only way. Once you encounter your nothingness, once you know that you are within just like space, sunya, then there will be no fear. Then there cannot be any fear, because this sunya, this void cannot be destroyed. This void is not going to die. That which was going to die is no more. It was just nothing but layers of the onion. That's why many times in deep meditation, one comes when nearer to this nothingness, one becomes afraid and trembling. One feels that one is going to die. One wants to escape from this nothingness back to the world. And many go back. Then they never turn within. And as I see it, every one of you has tried in some life or other, some meditative technique. You have been nearer to the nothingness, and then fear gripped you and you escaped. And deep in your past memories, that memory is there. That becomes the hindrance. Whenever again you think of trying meditation, that past memory deep down in your unconscious mind again disturbs you and says, go on thinking, don't do it. You have done it once. It is difficult to find a man because I have looked in many. It is difficult to find a man who has not tried once or twice in some life meditation. But the memory is there. You are not conscious of it. You are not aware of it. Where the memory is, it is there. Whenever you begin to do something, that becomes a barrier. And they said, and that begins to stop you in many ways. So, if you are really interested in meditation, find out your own fear about it. Be sincere about it. Are you afraid? If you are afraid, then first something has to be done about your fear, not about meditation. Buddha used to try many devices. If someone will say to him that I am afraid of trying meditation, and this is a must. The teacher must be told that you are afraid. You cannot deceive the teacher, and there is no need, and it is deceiving yourself. So whenever someone will say, I am afraid of meditation, Buddha will say, you are fulfilling the first requirement. If you say yourself that you are afraid of meditation, then something becomes possible. Then something can be done. Because you have uncovered a deep thing. So what is the fear? Meditate on it. Go and dig where it comes from. What is the source? And all fear is basically death-oriented. All fear, whatsoever its form, mode, whatsoever its shape, name, all fear is death-oriented. If you move deep, you will find that you are afraid of death. If someone will come to Buddha and will say that I am afraid of death, I have found out, then Buddha will say, go to the burning heart, go to the cemetery, and meditate on funeral pyres. People are dying daily. They will be burnt. You just remain there on Margat. Meditate on their burning fires. When their family members have gone, you remain there. Just look in the fire, the burning body, everything becoming smoke. You just look in it deeply. Don't think, just meditate on it. 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. When it becomes a certainty to you that death cannot be escaped, when it becomes absolutely certain that death is the way of life, that death is implied in life, that death is going to be, there is no way out. You are already in. Only then come to me. Meditating on death, seeing every day, night and day, dead bodies being burnt, dissolved into ashes. Just smoke remains and disappears. Meditating for months together, the certainty will arise that death is certain. The only certainty really. The only thing certain in life is death. Everything is uncertain. Maybe, may not be. But you cannot say maybe, may not be for death. It is. It is going to be. It has already occurred. The moment you entered life, you entered death. Now nothing can be done about it. When this certainty will arise, the man will come back and he will say, now nothing can be done about death. Death is certain. When death is certain, there is no fear. Fear is always with things which can be changed. If death is to be, fear disappears. If you can change, if you can do something about death, then fear will remain. If nothing can be done, you are already in it. It is absolutely certain. Fear disappears. And when fear of death disappears, Buddha will allow to meditate. He'll say, now you can meditate. So go in your mind also deep. Listening to these techniques will be helpful only when your inner barriers are broken, inner fears disappear, and you are certain that death is the reality. So if you die in meditation, there is no fear. Death is certain. So even if death occurs in meditation, there is no fear. Only then you can move. And then you can move a rocket speed. Because the barriers are not there. The time is taken not by distance but the barriers. You can move this very moment. If there is no barrier, you are already there. Only the barriers. It is a hurdle race. And you go on putting more and more hurdles. You feel good. When you cross a hurdle, you feel good. Now I have crossed the hurdle. And the idiocy of it, the foolishness of it is this, that the hurdle was placed by you in the first place. It was never there. You go on placing hurdles, then jumping upon them, then feeling good, then you go on putting more hurdles and jumping. And you move in a circle and never reach to the center. Mind creates hurdles because mind is afraid. It will give you many explanations why you are not doing meditation. Don't believe it. Go deep, find out the basic cause. Why one person goes on talking about food and never eats? What is the problem? The man seems mad. One man goes on talking about love and never loves. One man goes on talking about something and never doing anything about it. This talking becomes obsessive. It becomes a compulsion. One goes on. One feels that talking is as if something doing. By talking you are doing something. One feels at ease. One is doing something, at least talking, at least reading, at least listening. This is not doing. This is deceptive. Don't fall in the deception. I will be talking here about these 112 methods. Not to feed your mind, not to make you more knowledgeable, not to make you more informed. I'm not trying to make you a Pandit. I'm talking here to give you a certain technique which can change your life. So whichever method appeals to you, don't start talking about it. Do it. Be silent about it and do it. Your mind will raise many questions. Just inquire deeply first. Before asking me, inquire deeply first. Are those questions really significant? Or your mind is just deceiving you? Do, then ask. Then your questioning becomes practical. And I know which question has been asked through doing, and which question has been asked just through curiosity, just through intellect. So by and by, I will not take your intellectual questions at all. Do something, then your questions become significant. These questions, that this exercise is a very simple one, are not asked after doing. This is not so simple. In the end, I must repeat again, you are already the truth. Only a certain awakening is needed. You are not to go anywhere else. You are to go into yourself. And the going is possible this very moment. If you can put aside your mind, you enter here and now. If you cannot put your mind aside, these techniques are for putting your mind aside. These techniques are really not for meditation, they are for putting the mind aside. Once the mind is not there, you are there. I think this is enough for today, or even more than enough.